It's Tuesday the 3rd of October 2017 and I'm back here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach to check out the latest construction that's taken place on Icon the Ride, the UK's first double launch roller coaster manufactured by Mack Rides that is set to open in 2018. Lots has been taking place then here on the Icon construction site since it was last here a few weeks ago. And firstly I'm going to talk about the big steel structure that we can see just in front of me here. This is going to be of course the ride station and maintenance area, and wow, I can't believe just how big this is. Obviously earlier in the year we knew what the footprint of this was going to be because obviously all the foundations were put in for this earlier this year, but obviously we didn't realise how tall this was actually going to be. I mean, to put it into perspective, you've got Avalanche just over there at the side, you've got a digger just down there, a little dump truck, you know, and that gives you an idea of just how tall this actually is. And now you can see here where the actual roof is going to be put on, and then it looks like we're going to have some sort of cladding going all the way around the side. It's the same sort of thing what they did when they built Nickelodeon Streak Station, added all the cladding all the way around the side there, so that'll be interesting. In terms of the station, I really hope that we get some good theme in here. I mean, looking at the logo and things, it does look like there is going to be some sort of theme to this ride, which is good, so I hope that we get to see that implemented with at least the station and maintenance building, because this is huge. And let's face it, what Blackpool Pleasure Beach have done before in terms of the stations is really good. I mean, Avalanche Station, that's quite nice, all the sort of Swiss feel that's got. Obviously Valhalla Station, that's great, with all the wooden beams. Even things like the big one in Infusion, them stations are quite unique with the shape of them. So yeah, I really hope that we get to see something quite unique with the station building itself. Now moving on then to some of the foundation work and the footers for Icon. Obviously you can see here a bit of work's been taking place on some of the foundations for the ride just here. These were placed again earlier in the year at the same sort of time when all the foundations were done for the station building. But yeah, they have actually had to replace these. I mean, you can see just there how they've ripped it out, just on a couple down this side, and I believe also some down the back over towards Steeplechase and the big one entrance, but we'll head over there in a few minutes and have a look at that. Obviously these were just slightly misplaced when they were done earlier in the year. Again, with a big project like this, there's bound to be a few things that go wrong, and considering the grand scheme of things, it's a massive scale ride, there's going to be little things like that what do have to change. It's the same with any building project, but yeah, it looks like they've rectified that, and to be honest, looking at the cement down there, it looks really fresh. Looks like that's been put in this morning, so we'll head over in a few moments and have a look over at the back of the site. Now the eagle-eyed viewers will also notice, or anybody that's been on our social media channels will notice that just over there some of the ride supports for Icon have come over from Germany. Of course, it is being built over at the Mack Rides factory and transported over in lorries over the next few months here to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Quite a few of the ride supports have arrived. I'm going to show you some footage of those now. Here's a little zoom in of what we can see from those. Obviously, I would normally get closer on the Pleasure Beach Express, but that is closed today with there being quite a lot of work taking place. And it's the same with Grand Prix on that side as well, so there's no way of getting any closer to those. Luckily, I've got a good zoom on this camera, so I can zoom straight in now to have a look at them supports. So as you can see here, the supports that have been delivered so far are all actually quite short, meaning that they're obviously going to be for some of the sections of the ride where it is low to the ground, whether that be the station building and maintenance area, the brake run, the launches, and there is quite a few different sections with Icon's layout where it is actually going to be low to the ground and meandering in between rides. I'm thinking particularly over by Steeplechase and also where it passes underneath the Big Dipper as well. Here's a little zoom in just there. Really nice colour for those supports, the black supports. It looks fantastic. Here you can see a bit of groundwork what's been taking place just set to the track for Eddie Stobart's. Not too sure what's going on there. And here's a little look across now at the Breeze Block building, which has been going in over the past couple of weeks since I was last there. As you can see, work's progressing here. Here's a shot from a little bit later with the workmen on there. And this is going to be the substation where all your power is going to come from for Icon the Ride. Yet again, hopefully this is going to be themed in some way or another. I mean, all the track and things is going to be going right next to that. So it'd be nice to think if that is going to get themed so we can see it all. There you can see some of the workmen there on what we believe is going to be the shop, just above the tunnel that is. You can see them there doing a little bit of manoeuvring, sort of pretending, you know, that they're on the ride. And there's a little look at that a little bit later on as well. Got some workmen there with some plans, just looking at that section of area. And a couple of hours later now over towards the station building where you can see you've got a little bit of drilling going in down the sides. They're actually digging up some of the rock work all the way along the sides there as well. Finally, another shot just here of them breeze blocks over on the substation, which progressed quite a bit this afternoon. So I've now moved over next to the station building for Steeplechase here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Just have a look at some of the work that's been taking place here on the foundations. Obviously earlier this year they did do all the foundations on this section. These are some more that, like I mentioned earlier on over by the station, have had to be replaced. You can see this cement down here has just been laid, the concrete's just gone in for that, ready for the new footers to go into place here for Icon. So there we go, that sums up this update here from the latest construction at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Hope you've enjoyed watching. I will be back in a few weeks' time before the season's out to have another little look at what's gone on with Icon over them few weeks. Like I say, we've got lots of deliveries coming down here to the site. I imagine there's going to be lots and lots of trucks coming over the next few weeks, delivering more of the support structure, and who knows, we might even get to see some tracks soon as well. Obviously, I am also following the construction of Secret Weapon 8 at Alton Towers, the new GCI wooden roller coaster, so check that out for regular updates from the construction taking place at Alton Towers. I'm Sean Sandbrook, thank you very much for watching another video here on Theme Park Worldwide, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you soon.